Today, we're talking about an issue that's silently impacting millions of people worldwide: porn addiction. This topic is often ignored, yet its consequences can be severe, especially for young people. We'll explore how porn addiction damages the brain, leads to a significant drop in productivity, and share alarming statistics that highlight the seriousness of this issue. First, let's look at what happens to the brain when someone becomes addicted to pornography. Just like with drugs or alcohol, consuming porn regularly affects the brain's reward system. Each time a person watches porn, their brain releases dopamine, a chemical that makes us feel pleasure. Over time, as the brain gets used to these dopamine hits, it craves more intense or frequent stimulation to achieve the same level of satisfaction. This is what we call tolerance. Studies from Cambridge University show that the brains of people addicted to pornography respond in a similar way to those with drug addiction. The reward centers light up in identical ways. Repeated consumption rewires the brain's circuits, making it harder to feel pleasure from normal activities. This is why people with porn addiction often feel unmotivated and numb in other areas of life. To understand the scope of this problem, let's take a look at some statistics. According to a 2022 study by the Recovery Village, around 8 to 10% of Americans are addicted to porn. Another research by Covenant Eyes reveals that 64% of young people between ages 18 and 24 actively seek out pornography on a weekly basis. More shockingly, the average age at which a child first encounters porn is around 11 years old, according to research by Childline, and this early exposure can lead to more severe issues as they grow older. So how does this addiction impact productivity, particularly among the younger generation? First, porn addiction can lead to something called brain fog. Because the brain becomes less sensitive to dopamine, those affected often struggle with focus, motivation, and mental clarity. They feel exhausted even after small tasks, leading to procrastination and a lack of productivity. A study published in shows that people who regularly watch porn are more likely to experience higher levels of mental fatigue, which directly affects their ability to stay on task. It's easy to see how this plays out. Imagine a student or a young professional who spends hours scrolling through social media, not for work, but searching for explicit content. That's hours of productive time lost, leading to missed deadlines, poor performance, and increased anxiety. Studies have found that frequent porn users have decreased academic and work performance due to their inability to concentrate and complete tasks efficiently. Psychologists have pointed out that porn consumption affects impulse control. Young people in particular are still developing self-regulation skills, and excessive porn use makes it harder to control urges, leading to a loop of distraction and lowered productivity. Beyond productivity, the social implications are concerning. Porn addiction is linked to issues like social isolation, low self-esteem, and relationship problems. A 2017 study published in The found that people with a higher consumption of porn often struggle with forming meaningful relationships and experience greater dissatisfaction in their personal lives. Porn creates unrealistic expectations about intimacy, leading many young people to feel disconnected from real-life experiences. The more they rely on digital content, the more their social skills erode. This further impacts their personal and professional lives, creating a cycle of withdrawal and unproductiveness. The good news: this is an issue that can be tackled. Porn addiction, like any other addiction, can be managed with the right tools. Whether it's seeking help from a therapist, joining support groups, or simply cutting down screen time, recovery is possible. For those who are struggling, taking the first step to recognize the problem is crucial. If you or someone you know is dealing with porn addiction, know that you're not alone. Help is available, and breaking the cycle can lead to a healthier, more productive life.